what has really shaped or molded, and how, you can even talk to about how it's kind of been integrated into some of your different backgrounds. But what is that one technology that really stands out to you?
So I may be biased to it, but I would say social media. I would say the way that we've changed, it's changed our entire consumer behavior, it's changed our corporate behavior, it's changed how you get information, how you decide in an election. I mean, I could go on, everything from the revolution in Egypt all the way down to what way you might take home when you drive tonight. I think for me, seeing how quickly that aggregated and how much of a true equalizer it has become, and then you take it and you bring it into the corporation, as I mentioned before, and some amazing things happen. So when you take the imagination of one person, it's pretty powerful. But when you connect that imagination to people all over the world, in corporations, as large as some of the corporations we are representing up here, some pretty historic things happen. And I think, to me, that is probably one of the biggest. Larry?
I would say, and I kind of couple this into sort of an envelope of solutions. I would say that mobile workforce enablement has been like a game changer for everyone. For small businesses, for mid-sized businesses, and for enterprises. If you think about how much more productive we are in today's environment as we were, let's say, 10, 15 years ago, because of mobile broadband and because of mobile data communications, we are able to, if I have a thought in the middle of the night, I can jot it down in my PDA or on my phone, and I can send off an email to somebody like that. I was in Peru just a couple weeks ago for the holidays for New Year's, and I would think on my downtime, I don't really want to work, but there were definitely things that needed to be done, and issues that just by me sitting down while I had some downtime, I could jot off, an email that took me 5 minutes or less, and I could really accelerate situations and allow for people to solve issues that would have otherwise, in networks of years ago, would have not been resolved until I returned from vacation. And so the idea that we can work from anywhere and we can communicate at any time is really sort of a game changer for our lives, and it's across our social and our business networks.
I said the bad part there is when all those 5 minutes keep adding up. Your whole day is on. We all know what that's like, right? These two gentlemen bring up two very interesting business senses, and I think you come from the financial realm, which is a completely different animal and heavily regulated. So before you kind of answer what technology you feel will change the corporate landscape, we're talking about social business and mobile workforce, which is not as easy in the financial realm. Can you talk a little bit about that, and maybe where it might be going, or some of the troubles that you've had, and then answer?
So let me go ahead and answer the first question,
Sure.
which I think the ramifications of this, like, it's sort of an add-on to what you're saying. They have the ramifications of being able to hold a computer in our hands, and not just here in the United States, but globally. Like a device this size. Like, I remember the first days, the days of mainframe computing, right? And then we went to client server, and sort of what's old again is now new, and now we're back to sort of cloud computing. It's a different name, but it's kind of the same thing. But the ability for us to go ahead and have a computer in the hand of almost every individual, and I don't want to go ahead and be, the opportunity for us to develop devices that allow the interconnectedness, whether it's in Egypt or somewhere in sub-Saharan Africa, where you're able to go ahead and provide information. And I think this is also relevant in terms of an LGBT community perspective. It's for the first time ever, we're able to transcend geography. You don't have to be sitting at a desk at your workplace in order to be able to go ahead and have a computer. And I remember when I was working at Johnson & Johnson, and we were doing an implementation with HP Jornada, which was a similar handheld. You used to go ahead and take the device, put the information for prescription medication, and then you go back and download all the information. And so it was kind of quasi, sort of remote. The reality is that for us now, for better or for worse, because sometimes we wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and have those thoughts, and we go ahead and get on here, and then we don't ever fall back asleep, right? But the opportunity for the democratization of technology and allow all communities to go ahead and move up the rung, and the impact that it has on workplaces from a corporate perspective. It used to be the case if you went to go work for a corporation, they'd go ahead and issue a laptop, and they'd say, this is your laptop. But the younger generation is saying, you know what, I want my devices. I want my stuff. And so there's specific innovation and ramifications as it relates to data, privacy, secrets, and all those sorts of things. When you have a generation that says, you know what, I want to be able to use my iPad, my cell phone, my smartphone, my technology. And that has very, very real and specific ramifications for corporations, but also in terms of the democratization as it relates to economic development and for entrepreneurship.